Hello, my name is Sekhet, and we are back in the vanilla world. It's been a while. There's a bunch of new things we can mess around with. The first of which I want to check out is this little guy. Good old Copper Golem. Now, I believe that with, where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Believe if we put the dark oak in the chest, he'll take it right. We'll start looking in chests, look for somewhere to put it. And it looks like he's looking for dark oak specifically, which is good. But we're not gonna replace the big sorting system over there with these guys. But for stuff like this, I think we're gonna find that they're immediately useful. Yeah, he's already made it over there with 16 of them. I'm gonna go gather up some wood and we're gonna see how he actually does. I've been giving it wood and watching it for a while. My understanding is that it's only gonna interact with chests. So it may not know what to do with the spruce saplings that it has. Now I could replace these with chests. I kinda don't want to do that. I don't know what he's gonna do. I did find out that this and this guy don't oxidize at the same rate, so that's interesting. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna put it right back in there, or is he gonna continue to wander? We shall see. Ages ago, we started to dig out this basement. And we came up with one room for it that we could do a little better with, but some place to put the enchanted books. I'd like to make a second one for gear. I don't like to get rid of it, and we're starting to get a glut of it, and I'd like to see what the Copper Golems will do with it. So let's figure out what we're going to do with this spot. Now our friend out in the wood hut, whatever that thing is, wasn't able to do anything with the saplings with something in all of the other chests, that none of which were saplings. All the chests had at least something in it. None of them were saplings. It couldn't deal. I have a few questions. Let's put a golden leggings in here, and iron boots in here, and see what our boy does with these golden boots. Will he put it with the gold, or will he put it with the boots? He's not going to put it in there. Is he going to put it in there? Doesn't look like he is. Okay, he put them in there. That's interesting. What about these boots? What are you going to do, buddy? Come on. Alright. Another pair of boots. You're just gonna put them in there. What about any of this stuff? Alright, this may not work out the way I wanted. It looks like tools and armor are the wrong thing for the guy, which is fine. He's fun to have down here. These grates are not waxed, so these will turn this nice cyan color. I put one in there to sort of speed it along. It won't happen too fast because they're all next to each other. Now, this is a lot more organized than just what we had in the garage, so this is definitely an improvement. Now next is here, and the next thing that we really need is an enchanting room. Alright, it's not much, but it will do the trick. We got a little storage, more than enough bookshelves, and this basement is finally more or less done. I also came up here, I put a little table in here so we could get these remaining torches off the walls down here. And we gotta do something similar up here. Now, the next thing I want to do today is pretty much deforest quite a bit of this. Alright. The next thing is going to be to smooth it out, get it all at least up to this level here, whatever this is, 70. Get rid of all these weird little divots that are up here. We're not going to flatten it, but it'll be much flatter when we're done. Alright, it's quite a bit flatter. Now, over here, this is about as far as we can see from in the house. What we're gonna do is, starting right around over here, I'm gonna plant a sort of ragged line of spruce trees and sort of define this in the background from the house. Here's our semicircle of trees for the time being. And what we're gonna do next, I got all these spruce leaves. This is, if you've been watching B-Dub's Building with B-Dub series, this is gonna look pretty familiar to you when it's done, although it's gonna be a bit smaller because it's gonna be closer up. What we're trying to do is mimic fields and pastures and that sort of thing off in the distance, and we're gonna run kind of ragged lines of this up and then have some kind of an entrance in various spots down here. We're gonna have flowers and crops alternating, and get into that more in a second. And it's all laid out. I've got everything planted. The crops over here in these two fields next to the lilacs haven't completely grown, but we've got wheat and potatoes. They'll take a while. I didn't bother irrigating the land. I also did not know that dry farmland in the rain will irrigate while it's raining. I never knew that. They look a little raggedy from this angle, which is okay, because we're not going to be over here very much. We're going to be over here. And that's kind of the point of the exercise. I want to have everything around here some kind of, want something to look at in all directions. And from this angle, it's even kind of nice. But we'll be over here looking at it. And this is going to be really nice. And then from inside the house, come on in here into the bedroom, stand at the window. We can see it out from here. And with the shaders on, it's really pretty, especially as it's getting to sunset. Yeah, sun's going down. That's gonna look great. Next thing I want to deal with is this is the top of the storage system. It's just kind of open air. And it's a lot of hoppers, torches, redstone guts. I would like to do something about this. It's about a week later, and I've actually been doing a lot out here. We'll go take a look after sunset, but I'm just kind of checking out. This is, once we get some more buildings down here, it'll look much cooler, but this is basically what I wanted. Right here, with the tree line, the spruce there, is kind of disappearing into the fog from right here. We can see the different colored fields, and it's all looking pretty nice. We'll sleep through the night here. I went around and took a bunch of torches up off the ground and replaced them with jack-o'-lanterns under leaf blocks and that sort of thing. There's still a lot of torches around here. I want to get up sooner or later. But actually, we'll go out. We'll go out the other way. Not just because this part back here needs a lot of work, which it does, but because the perfect view has changed a little bit. We kind of come out the back door here. And now, instead of guts, there's another cherry tree. That's 3 blocks up, and I'll add some little drapers to it, probably between episodes. But we can also see that there's a building and another building. And this one is, it's not what I call finished, but it's the basic idea. And we're probably going to take this. Oh, that didn't work. Can we do it like so? No? My goodness. No, that just went in there. Okay. Alright, that's better. But, you know, we got a little space out here. We'll probably put some greenery here somewhere. But I put a roof in and kind of finished this detail out front, which has just been like, you know, some fences on top of these oak blocks so far. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do back here. We're gonna have a building here. Well, we already mostly have it except for the roof. And then up here, we're gonna have a copper golem or 2 and all of the valuables that we still have up in the garage. But I think we're gonna call it here. We actually got a lot done in the world today in terms of making it look a little better. There's still a very ugly iron farm behind us that we should do something about, but we'll save that for another time. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.